If your spouse is watching porn or indulging in self-pleasure, can it be a ground for divorce? And why did this question come up before the Madras High Court in the first place? Hello and welcome to The Print. I'm Khadija Khan and today I'm going to tell you about a recent ruling by the Madras High Court where it said that a husband cannot divorce his wife simply because she watches porn or indulges in self-pleasure or masturbation, so long as something does not fall foul of the law. The right to express oneself cannot be denied. Self-pleasure is not a forbidden fruit. Its indulgence shall not lead to a precipitous fall from the Eden garden of marriage, a bench of Justices G.R. Swaminathan and R. Purnima said. In its March 19th ruling, the court also went on to note that indulging in self-pleasure cannot be a cause for the dissolution of marriage. By no stretch of imagination can it be said to inflict cruelty on the husband. The court also added that although a woman becomes a spouse after marriage, she also continues to retain her individuality. Her fundamental identity as an individual, as a woman, is not subsumed by her spousal status, the court said. These observations came on a plea filed by the woman's husband, who was seeking to divorce her on grounds of cruelty. Although in February last year, the husband had first approached a family court in Karur district of Tamil Nadu, the court had rejected his request for a divorce. This is what led him to come to the Madras High Court. Now, why was he seeking a divorce from his wife? In this case, the husband had sought a divorce on two major grounds. The first was cruelty by his wife, while the second was his allegation that she was suffering from a sexually transmitted disease. To substantiate the allegation of cruelty by the wife, the husband's case was that she was a spendthrift who was addicted to watching porn and often indulged in masturbation. Besides this, he alleged that she refused to do household chores, ill-treated her in-laws, and would even engage in long telephonic conversations. What the court ruled. In response to the allegation that the wife suffered from a sexually transmitted disease, the court said that this was merely a false allegation unless it was proved by way of blood test reports. Taking note of the fact that no such blood report was furnished in this case, the court concluded that she wasn't suffering from any such disease. One of the charges made by the husband was that the wife ill-treated the in-laws. To prove this, the husband or his lawyer could have examined at least one of the in-laws, but this hadn't been done either, the court noted. Interestingly, the husband's lawyer argued before the court that although the allegation that the wife was watching porn could not be corroborated or confirmed, the husband would not make such a claim if there wasn't any truth in it. Now let's come to the question at hand, which is, can watching porn be a ground for divorce in a marriage? Notably, the court said that watching porn other than the statutorily prohibited type in a private setting would not constitute an offense. While it may affect the psychological health of the viewing spouse, it will not amount to treating the other spouse with cruelty, the court said. Something more is required. If a porn watcher compels the other spouse to join him or her, that would certainly constitute cruelty, the court said. Another instance where watching porn could amount to an actionable ground for divorce is if it's shown that due to the spouse's addiction, there is an adverse impact on the discharge of marital or conjugal obligations or duties. Having said that, the court also went on to clarify that all addictions are bad and the porn addiction definitely so. Saying that it could affect viewers in the long run, the court pointed to concerns that come with it, such as the objectification of women and portraying them in a degrading manner. Although the act cannot be morally justified, there is a difference between personal and community standards of morality and breaching the law, the court said. The court also relied on the Supreme Court's 2024 ruling in Rajiv Ratori versus Union of India, where the court had included spousal privacy as part of the fundamental right to privacy. As for the allegation of the wife masturbating, the court said that asking a woman to respond to such an averment is in itself a gross infringement of her sexual autonomy. However, if after contracting into the marriage, the wife enters into a sexual relationship outside of the marriage, the same can be a ground for divorce, the court said, while confirming the Family Court's 2024 order. When can a Hindu couple file for a divorce? Well, Section 13 of the Hindu Marriage Act allows for divorce if either the husband or the wife file a petition for the marriage to be dissolved on one of the 7 given grounds. These include adultery, cruelty, deserting one's partner for a continuous period of 2 years at least, and if the partner converts to an other religion, or if they are of unsound mind, or even if they are suffering from a communicable venereal disease, which is also known as a sexually transmitted disease. The other 2 grounds on the basis of which a marriage can be dissolved between 2 Hindus is if the spouse renounces the world by entering any religious order or has not been heard of being alive for a period of 7 years or more. And that brings us to the end of today's segment. For more legal updates, keep watching ThePrint.